All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to another Monster Mash. It's good to have you all here again. Speaking, of
Ahoy.
course, mostly to my players because right now there is nobody here in chat. But as we get set up here, I am, as always, your host, your game master. Uh, you may call me Big Brother, BB, Jake. Anything's fine. My own family doesn't call me by my given name, so take whatever you want for a whirl. But we are testing out another monster. I've asked my players, of which I have only 3 this time around, to build 13th level characters. And I might have actually made a mistake. Might have met. Did I mess up? Let me see. Yep, I did. Okay. We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it, see how things go. This is about to be a
Just add,
very easy encounter.
just add another monster.
You know what? I could. You might be onto something, Zach.
Genius.
We'll get into that. But I am joined by Decaf, Shy, and Zach.
Ahoy.
So I'm going to have each of them introduce their characters. Why don't we start out with Shy? Shy, who are you playing?
Yes, perfect. Yes, I am the not so shy. I am playing Lucky Chloe. I have decided to pick a character from Tekken 7 very specifically. They're their only appearance. They are ridiculous. They are a pop singer dancer who basically does the poppy version of capoeira.
I love her jacket mitts.
She is ridiculous and I love it.
All right, very cool.
To clarify, just so it's out there, I have built a Battle Dancer swashbuckler.
Very cool. All right. Well, next, before we get into Zach's build here, why don't we go to Decaf? Decaf, who have you built this week?
I have brought back, by popular demand of myself, Danny Phantom, built as a bard, specifically as a Warrior Muse bard. We haven't touched the remaster yet, so I'm just sticking to the classic PF2E rule set as is more well known.
Okay.
But he also has the ghost dedication because he has to.
I'm hearing some feedback from somewhere.
Yeah, a little bit of an echo. It might be Shy's mic picking you up, possibly.
I was muted, so I actually don't know.
Ooh, yeah, that's weird then.
Ooh, interesting.
All right. Well, Zach, you have 2
Yep,
characters.
pulling double duty.
You're pulling double duty. I would like you to introduce them in alphabetical order.
Alrighty, so first up would be General Grievous,
It's
my
very
favorite,
intentional.
my hands down favorite Star Wars character. And I made him a Hunter Automaton Flurry Ranger
Ooh.
to
Yeah.
encapsulate how he
Flurry's
what's the
fucking
word?
Flurries.
His main tactic is to try to overpower
Overwhelm.
you with
Yep.
his attacks. Yeah. And then my second character
Well, hold
is
on 1
Mean.
second.
Oh,
Let me bring it up here. Here we go. All right.
is Mean Twilight. Twilight Sparkle's evil doppelganger. And I made her a Reflection Strix because that seemed like the best way to do it.
Oh
And
my
other than
god.
that, she's just a Universalist wizard.
And on that topic, going forward, this will actually be our last Pathfinder session as we switch over to the My Little Pony role-playing game.
Fuck yeah.
I was not warned of this, but alright, sure, I'm down.
We will, of course, be running it in conjunction with its sister and or brother systems, depending how you look at it. The Transformers role-playing game, the Power Rangers role-playing game, and of course, the G.I. Joe role-playing game.
I'm gonna make a Power Ranger who's a brony, so his Zord is a giant pony.
It's all one universe, really.
Yeah, they're all connected. Anywho, we still have this game to get through, so without any further ado, I am going to just make one quick correction. Ignore that. All right. So, as I explained to you all beforehand, you are a band of adventurers, of mercenaries, heroes even, possibly, who have been contacted by a ecological sort of a research consortium. Following the death of a moose boar in the area, they have been sending out teams to various regions to ensure that nothing has gone awry within the ecosystem. The latest group to be sent out was attacked by a beast, some sort of monster, and worried about the lives of their researchers, this consortium has reached out to you, to the four of you, to venture out into the woods, find whatever is attacking their people, and, if necessary, eliminate this threat. The four of you, have made it fairly deep into the forested area, and found where the researchers were encamped and where they were attacked. As you search for clues and other stuff like that, feel free to take a chance to declare what exploration activities you might be using, anything of that nature. Just how you're currently set up. If you have weapons drawn, everything of that nature. While I make some rolls.
Grievous would be scouting.
Okay.
Not sure if there would be a one useful for Mimi.
Well,
I would love to say that Lucky Chloe is doing anything, but I gotta be honest, she's dancing and singing.
okay. So she is distracting. So while
Distracting the
Grievous's
party.
scout grants a +1 to everybody's perception check in case of initiative, Lucky's Chloe inflicts a -2. No, I'm kidding. Is Danny Phantom up to anything?
I'm gonna say mechanically he would probably be scouting, but the +1 is just the +1.
Okay. And what is everybody's perception score?
I have a +20.
Okay.
Twy
Anybody-
has a +20. Grievous has a +23.
23.
Oh, wait, 25. Nope. Yep, 23. That's initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody? So 23 is the highest.
Mhm.
All right, Grievous.
Sounds like it.
You see something pushing out through these trees to the northeast. A threat begins to emerge. And as it does, I'm going to go ahead and select everybody. And we are going to go into combat.
Alright, so plot twist, I've got a question.
Oh boy.
Since I was performing and dancing, can I use performance for initiative?
Sure.
Let's go.
Since Grievous was scowling, can he use intimidation?
Ooh, natural 20
Oh,
on,
Wow.
Damn, girl.
on
oh,
Chloe's
Lord.
performance. All right. Well, Chloe, Grievous tells you that there is something on the ridge. These ridges are approximately 20 feet high in this area, but there's something on the ridge in this direction. What would you like to do?
So I don't see them.
No.
Can you?
Ping it?
Can I? Is that a thing? Hold on, I gotta see if I can do something real fast. Out of my curiosity.
So you guys see Grievous maybe drop into a stance, and maybe having traveled together for some time, the rest of you immediately follow suit, preparing yourselves for whatever it is your keen-eared, keen-eyed companion has detected.
Oh, and that.
What's that, Zach?
Alright.
Oh, this. I don't know if it's actually important, but I guess Grievous would be large because he has enlarged chassis.
Oh,
Oh, terrifying.
I forgot
Well-
I gave him that.
yeah, that is something we actually have to change on your character sheet. Actually, I thought it would have done that automatically once you added the feat.
Let's see. Nope, that's not it.
Ancestry feats. Well, here, what we can do. You gain the effects of enlarge constantly, so let's just go ahead. That doesn't seem to be working. Oh, you know what we might have to do? There we go.
Hmm. Ah, yeah.
Alright, the
Terrifying.
giant robot stomping through the forest.
Yeah, I thought it was fitting because he's so tall.
I'm not sure he's that tall, but I'll give it to you.
I will start by revealing that I'm not fully a swashbuckler and also show that she dipped into martial artist
I did see that.
by entering a stumbling stance. AKA more of a, I'm flavoring it as like a dance, so that you don't really know what she's doing because it might be dance moves, it might be kicks, you're not sure.
Okay.
So she enters the stumbling stance. How do I? Oh, there we go.
And there you
Now
are.
she has that. And then
She
I'm actually going
gets-
to hold the other two actions
Okay.
to prepare a reaction for a perform against the first target that I see.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, you are about to get your chance. Bursting out from the bushes is a large creature. Quadrupedal in nature, it vaguely resembles almost just like some savage, like a wolf, vaguely. A wolf with almost reptilian traits. However, those traits are buried under layers of flora and fungus,
Oh, it's very
including
pretty.
a wooden horn emerging from its brow.
Neat.
But
This
I'm
looks
not
like a
advanced at it.
dauntless monster.
it is dauntless.
Okay.
You know what, Zach? Hero point.
No,
I'm joking.
Because I like dauntless
No, because you recognize it. No, you don't. You get nothing.
and like it. You lose, good sir.
But as it, you see it leap, and it leaps like from the cliff here. But as it does, you see a rock erupts from underground, erupts from the forest floor beneath it, as it uses stone steps. Can you guys see that action?
Yes.
So a stone appears 20 feet away. So I'm gonna. So right there, and it is going to pounce to that location.
Neat.
It is going to use another action to do so again.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so it's just making these like stone platforms that hover in the air. And so at this point, it is 30 feet up in the air because it keeps raising these platforms higher and higher.
Well, I'm still gonna dance at it.
Okay. What am I comparing this
Dance
to?
off.
So this will be a will DC.
All right.
I have
Dance-
a couple things for her.
Dance your heart out.
Yep. So first off, I have acrobatic performer, allowing me to use acrobatics in place of performance when I do a perform.
Nice.
But I want to ask if that stacks with. I don't think it would, so I think I just answered my own question. So I'll just do that. So yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Haboink. Oh, I forgot. That's
Flattering.
a low roll. I want her to do better. We'll spend the hero point that I rolled a 13 for.
Okay. Lucky 13.
Where reroll? There we go. Haboink.
Natural 20.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
What
okay.
does this mean?
Let me double check. So let's see. Fascinating performance. So, when I perform, compare the result to the will DC of one observer. If you succeed, the target is fascinated by you for 1 round. If the it's combat, so normally it would require a critical success, but I do have, I believe it's called focused fascination for the swashbuckler.
Mhm.
Which I think would be easier if I just do
It's
this.
their like base ability, right?
Yeah, it's for that. For this, it's a feat for the swashbuckler. It allows me to do it even on a success.
Okay.
So
Good
they
news.
are
I did
essentially
not build.
fascinated with me.
I did not build this creature wrong. It is built as level 14. I just, for some reason, had it at level 13.
Ah.
All right, so it
and
is
otherwise
fascinated by
does
you.
have incapacitation, but a success would make it a. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, in
Look
that
at me.
case, it is going to look right at you.
Bring it.
And it is going to use advantageous pounce.
Oh, I do get panache though. I should grab that.
So it is going to bound from its perch 30 feet into the air to Lucky Chloe. And as it does so, it falls 30 feet.
Oh my.
So it is going to make a jaw strike. These teeth come down at you. And it snaps down with a 39. I forgot to target you, so I don't know
Well,
if that hits.
that does hit.
Okay. So, it is going to deal jaw damage. So
Oh,
we're going to
Jesus.
start with 40 points of damage, and then
Okay.
another
Ooh.
15 points of damage from the
falling on me?
falling. Yeah. As it uses its downward momentum to slam into you.
Ew.
That is all 3 of its actions. It's now up in your faces. Mean Twilight.
All right.
What
Stand by
would you like to do?
Swashbucklers, they see. I love it. Being so low.
Seeing that it's a big sort of creature, I think she's going to use one action to sort of back up a little bit
Okay.
Don't worry.
because
It's
she is not an upfront person.
hmm
And while she's barking orders at everyone, she is going to just casually throw out a fireball.
Fireball. Okay, where do you want to center? So you can place that 20-foot burst.
Right there at that tree.
Hey, that's perfectly done. The tree erupts into flames as this fireball just detonates. Its splinters fly everywhere, burn to a crisp before they can actually harm anything. And this creature attempts to dodge.
Thou show
Oops,
nature.
I must choose a valid token.
Same.
Critical
Ooh.
success.
Oh, geez. Okay.
This
Oh,
creature
that's
moves.
concerning.
As you saw it leaping through the air, it moved with a
Yeah,
gracefulness
really, yeah, really fucking.
that it still demonstrates upon the ground, completely evading this fireball. Danny Phantom.
Oh dear. Okay.
How do I get rid of the booby?
So if you go to the measurement controls, there is an option to clear templates. Or you can click on it and delete it in measurement controls. Or I can.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay.
Alright. Danny Phantom, you saw Mean Twilight unleash a riotous explosion of fire. But this creature evaded all of it. It
Frightening.
seems fascinated with your companion,
And we'll just
drawn
let
to
that be
devour her.
that way. Alright. I am going to. I'm probably going to go ahead and do a quick step over here. And then I am going to cast a heightened sound burst. Let me think about this. I can catch it probably near where that fireball went off. I'm thinking I can cast this out so I can pull out this draw tool. Yeah, okay. I love that we can just see these things. Perfect. Right there.
Ooh. Alright, so it must attempt a fortitude save. Cacophonous noise bursts from Danny Phantom, a possibly Banshee's wail. And he makes his save. Critical failure! Oh, I wish I had my villain points.
Use legendary
Good on the
resistance
fireball,
to make that a success.
Alright,
Thanks.
so I will take double that.
Ow.
Ouch! That hurt. That did hurt. I'm deafened for 1 minute. I don't think that will have any effect on my creature.
It can no longer hear us, guys.
Good thing
Can't
I'm
hear what
paying
you're
some
planning,
attention.
and it is stunned 1.
It's weak to screaming.
Alright. General Grievous.
Alright. I think for his first action, he's going to attempt to just demoralize it.
Ooh, okay.
And he's going to be using.
And you have Intimidating Glare, I hope? Because it's immune
Yep,
to the
he has
auditory effects of Demoralize right now.
He has Intimidating Glare and Intimidating Prowess.
Alright.
If I can find the skill page. There it is.
It is no longer fascinated by Lucky Chloe.
Oh. Okay.
Creatures use tossle actions against it.
Ah, true, true. Alright, Intimidation against my will DC. That, unfortunately, is a failure.
Well, he will still also. Okay, I think I'm. Yeah, there we go. Target it. He will hunt prey.
Okay. So he becomes
then-
your prey.
And then he will quick draw. So he will draw. I believe it's the blue blade, which is the better one. And strike.
Oh boy.
My.
This might be a quick fight.
As he stabs it with a lightsaber.
Okay. Did you hit the critical button?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
did.
okay, it is ×2. Alright, you stab into this thing with a lightsaber.
Blue blade.
As it starts
Yeah,
taking
he's got-
persistent fire damage.
Yeah, the blue and the green one.
Right. He's not quite bloodied,
Wow.
but he is very hurt. Alright. And actually, as you do that, as you slice into it, carve into it, it's almost like you hit a seed pod or something, or like a spore pod, as spores erupt from its wounds, spraying into your face. I need you to attempt a will save. You can just click on that thing right there if you'd like.
Oh shit.
Beep, boop. Oh, what'd that say? It gave me some kind of error.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Make sure
Maybe
you're
I'll
clicking
make
on
sure you
your.
have
Make sure you've
read
got your character selected, and then do the save.
Okay, there we go. Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's bad.
As these fungal spores infect your mind, you begin to lose sight of who's foe and who's friend, and you become confused. LC, it is your turn.
Well, that's interesting. Lovely. All right, cool. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and immediately start, I think, with doing what I think we do best. I'm in a. I don't. Where's my? Huh. Interesting. I don't show that I
When
have.
Grievous struck it, it seemed to angle its body to like catch the blow so it could release those spores. So think
Concern.
it might no longer have a reaction. Or I might have specifically designed this creature to have multiple reactions. As several creatures are.
I realized a mistake I made. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Okay,
Uh-oh.
cool. I don't have a flurry of blows that I can use for a very specific feat, so.
Oh, you didn't. You took
Oops.
the stumbling feint, or however it's called.
Specifically
Yeah.
this one. It's kind of hard to use it if you don't have flurry of blows.
Yeah, you have. They need to do something about that for the martial artists. There's like no point.
Yeah. Oh well. That's on me. Oh well. I have other things I can do. So,
Yep.
with that being said, I will instead. We'll just.
And you have panache, right? Because you.
I do.
Yeah, there it is. That's a cool little symbol for it.
Yeah.
It's a laurel wreath.
I will immediately, because why the heck not? I will spend it. As I make a strike against, hopefully it's off guard.
Ah, okay. Yep, you got the flank against it. Make sure you're targeting. And
Done
go
now.
for it.
Boink, boink.
Swear, if you crit it as well, I will be so upset.
I think everything is what I'm gonna need. Did a doink.
Alright, that is a hit, but not a crit.
That's fine, I'm okay with a hit.
Yep, even with the flat-footed. Is there any other... Yep, okay. Go
Right.
ahead.
What?
37 points of damage. That hurts. Yikes.
Swashbucklers don't mess around when they add the finisher, dude. It's concerning.
Yeah. 37. Alright, it is
Alright.
now bloodied. Round
But
2, and my
that's-
poor creature's already bloodied.
Spends the panache. I have one action remaining.
You can step as a free action immediately after the finisher.
I know. I don't really have a reason to. I mostly wanted to get in the flank first.
You could step here and you'd still be in a flank.
Yeah, but that's not gonna. You'll see in a moment, because I'm also gonna go ahead and tumble through
Okay.
for my last action, or at least attempt. So that is an acrobatics. Where is that? There it is. I do believe that due to continuous flare, that I get a +1 circumstance to this
Okay.
to regain panache. So I'll add that in. Oh, yeah.
31,
Oh,
and this is against its reflex DC. That is a failure.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Unfortunately, I rolled Really low, actually.
You get a solid blow against it, but as you go to move through its space, its tail, which ends in like thorns, whips around and smacks you. It's like, get that shit out of here. Says that, actually. But no, it is its turn.
Full speeds can't hear.
And you see it dive into the earth.
Oh dear.
And it's burrowing, but it's staying right at the surface as it begins to move. And as it does so, rocks and dirt are churned up, tossed alongside its movement, throwing them at you guys as it goes.
Okay, I like it.
Interesting. If this turns into an attack or a reflex, I'm going to have to make sure to nimble dodge.
So it's going to burrow like that, using its surge through stone with the only 2 actions it gets.
Could I possibly attempt my disrupt prey reaction on this?
Yeah, because it is using the burrow action, which has the move trait.
Alright. So I will attempt
So
that.
if it is a critical hit, you disrupt the triggering action, and I quit. Alright,
It's
that
just
is a hit but not a crit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Alright, 18 points of damage. Nicely done, but now I need all of you to attempt, if you scroll up a little bit now, to attempt a fortitude save as all this rock and earth is like churned up beneath you and thrown at you.
Why fortitude? I have a thing for reflex.
Mostly because the ground is also like sort of roiling underneath you.
Darn you.
Mm.
Alright.
Mean Twilight was also in the area.
Yep. I believe this should be. Ooh, just as bad. Even worse.
Where is it? I'm trying to. Every time I scroll up, I try to
Oh.
get to it. It keeps moving because
Something
the
happened.
rolls come in.
Something
Oh
happened
my.
to my damage for this, so I will
Okay.
have to type in the
Lucky Chloe is
damage.
very lucky. What the literal fuck?
Alright, so here is the damage. Mean Twilight is knocked prone. So we'll go ahead
Alright.
and apply that. The damage is 8d12.
Is it magical by chance?
No, because it's just rocks and earth being thrown at you.
Perfect.
So that is 102 points of damage to Mean Twilight.
Damn.
Where?
You might just have to adjust her health bar. So
Alright,
she should
so
be
how
down
much?
to
100?
49.
Okay. 49. Yeah, that almost one-shot her.
I'm feeling better now. And let me double check making sure that damage isn't too high, but that is all of its actions. So it just gets around and gets to the person that yelled at it.
How much did Grievous take?
Grievous took he took the full damage. He took 51.
Okay.
Him and Danny.
Danny has resistance to everything, so I got to -4. It was nice. I took 47.
And I take 1 point of fire damage to my Fenroar. I roll my recovery check. It's so nice that it reminds you of that. And I succeed. And it automatically removes the burning condition.
Wow.
That's super cool,
Alright.
actually.
Yeah, that brings it round to Mean Twilight.
Alright.
Damage on that ability might be too high. We'll discuss that.
She is going to take to the air because she's fully flighted, so she can just fly as much as she wants.
Cool.
Does she have to stand up first, or can she just...
Yes. You do have to.
Okay.
She would have to stand up from prone.
Flies from
Alright, action to stand, and action to fly 40 feet up into the air.
Okay.
And I don't think there's anything. Oh, she can
Oh,
cast
God,
shield
yeah.
on herself.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm about to die. Lucky Chloe about to get stabbed with a lightsaber.
Danny Phantom.
So here's the thing, right? I may or may not do very similar because I've got this big mean thing in my face, and General Grievous doesn't seem to be acting like himself. So what I'm gonna do
What, you mean a
to make up for
psychopath?
this, it's a little frightening. That's all it is. So we're gonna just do this for 2 actions.
Hey,
We're gonna
sorry
activate
guys.
Ghost
You know
Light.
what? I did mess up. Give yourself
Nope.
some of those hit points back. I was looking at the wrong ability.
Oh, okay.
So give yourselves all of those hit points back.
All of them?
All the ones that you just took.
Oh, okay, you're gonna re-roll damage.
Yes. Yeah, because it's 5d6,
Oh, okay.
not 8d12. I was looking at the wrong ability.
Oh,
Gotcha.
jeez, yeah, that's a major difference.
Alright, I am fully healed.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's way too much. So it's 40 points to Twilight, and then 20 to Grievous and
20,
Danny
16.
Phantom. If that changes any decisions you want to make.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Type this out.
Yeah, that's a significant damage difference.
Yep. My bad.
Okay, cool. Ah. Alright. Yes. Nope. No matter what. 2 actions. Activating Ghost Light. Final action. We are going to literally start flying. I'm going to just go straight up for my 30 feet of movement, which would put me 15 feet into the air.
Okay. 15 feet in the air. All right. Well, that brings us around to General Grievous. Now, Grievous, there are 3 targets you can reach since you are large. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So I would like you to roll me a 1d6, and we're just going to go in descending order. 1, 2 for Lucky Chloe, 3, 4 for Danny Phantom. So, being confused as you are, you must spend an action to move to Danny Phantom. You're going to need to be closer.
Do I not? Oh, I don't get reach.
Because he's 15 feet in the air, you need
Okay.
that reach to reach him.
Okay.
And then you need to make a strike against him. So make sure you're targeting.
All right.
Good luck, Danny.
All right. Quick draw. So here comes the other sword.
The green blade, okay.
Ah.
All right, and that is a miss. And roll me another 1d6.
6.
Oh, hey, convenient.
All right, now strike the Fenroar with any weapon of
Alright.
your choice.
And for this, he's getting frustrated but not hitting things, so he's going to twin takedown.
Okay.
Is that a one-action thing?
Yep.
Dang, that's terrible.
It's essentially flurry of blows, except with weapons.
Wait, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I found out the issue as to why you're hearing double things on my end, because even though I'm muted, you shouldn't be able to hear me.
All right. And so
I'm gonna go
both
figure
these
that out.
Okay.
will be attack 2 or attack 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Okay. So let's go 2 and 3.
Oof. All right, those unfortunately
great.
both miss. But
Even with only -2 and -4.
yeah, you just rolled a little too low. But you're no longer confused. Which means it is Lucky Chloe's turn.
All right, just doing a quick test. Can you hear me with number 1?
Yep.
Yes. We cannot hear you after number 1, though.
Perfect. That was intentional.
All right.
Number
All right,
1.
cool. I fixed my sound. My freaking voice thing decided to swap the microphone, so it was using my laptop for some reason.
Gotcha.
Very annoying. All right, anywho. I am... Okay, cool. You saw that. All right.
Keep in mind, Danny Phantom is 15 feet in the air, so you can move beneath him to attack this thing if you so desire.
Sounds good to me. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I have just enough movement. Where's my movement speed? I could never find that. Main page, thank you. Yeah, I have just enough movement to be able to get through it with a tumble through from right here if I succeed. So I'm going to do it again.
All right, let's see it.
And I will use acrobatics once more, plus this. Due to trying to gain panache. Oh, I also have daredevil boots. That would do it too. Hiya!
45 is a success.
Cool. That is literally wrong button. Just enough to get me to right here.
Even with its area being difficult terrain?
Correct.
Awesome.
I have 40 feet of movement without panache. With gaining panache, let me add that real fast. Ooh. Gain. Doink. Now I'm here. That was one action, I guess. You know what? I'll pull it away from Danny if I can. But
Sure.
first, I shall make a strike.
Okay.
And you know what? We'll just immediately use it. Going for a finisher. Confident
Okay.
finisher.
Let's see it.
Should still be targeted. Bam.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Unfortunate. Okay.
So
Panache
you
is
get-
gone again.
Doesn't Confident Finisher have an effect? Like you deal
I
some
do.
amount of damage?
Yes, I'm doing that now. You deal half your precise strike.
Okay.
I don't know how to. So we're level 13, so it's 5d6.
Alright, yeah, just go ahead and roll me 5d6. And I will take half of that. And because you damaged me, I can trigger Spore Burst. So go ahead and give me a will save.
Well, this may change things depending on my roll, considering.
Does this go
So
for
I can
just him or all of us?
This is
Just me.
just for him.
Okay.
It seems to like turn its body to like when it sees these blows coming. Ooh. Well, good thing there's no additional effects on a critical failure.
Sure. They don't fall into a coma.
They're permanently confused.
That would be the worst condition in the world.
You have one action remaining, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
Go ahead and roll me a 1d4. 1-2 for the
Oh.
Fenroar, 3-4 for Grievous.
I was gonna dance it around, but I guess not.
Nope. Okay, so you can still strike out at the Fenroar.
Hiya!
That is a miss.
Damn it!
All right.
Had that been the roll I made for the previous one, I'd have been fine.
It is the Fenroar's turn. It doesn't like being in between you two. It's not a fan. So it is going to spring away, which will trigger Disrupt Prey if you would like to use it, Zach.
I think.
Can you still
I
use
will-
stuff like that when you're confused?
He's no longer confused.
I think I would actually like to do Relentless Stalker.
Oh.
Chase after it.
Fucking what?
Well, I think
You a
that
barbarian now?
pretty much ruined my plan. Thank
Oh,
you
my
for
bad.
that. Because I wanted to get both of you in its Rising Earth ability. Which is backwards for some reason. Alright, I'm just gonna have to draw the cone myself. And I guess it'll target you. Because you're the one that fucked it up for me. right, so it races around trying to capture both of you, only to whirl and find you on its heels. Startled, it turns and sort of slams the ground down, and you critically succeed, and it doesn't matter. All right, Twilight.
So she'll spend one action flying, and she'll also use that as movement. So I guess try to see where would be a good movement. I guess if she moves here, nothing should block our line of sight.
Yep.
And two action spell. I think she will shoot out a beam from her horn to try to disintegrate this beast.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh, it has it set up. Okay.
Yep, so you make the attack roll, and then if you hit, it makes a save.
Ooh.
Ooh. Did mean Twilight
think you
roll
missed.
for a hero point?
Oh, did we? Or did we?
I don't know if you did or not.
I don't know.
I
Oh,
had personally done it premature, like ahead of time. So
Yeah.
Are we playing with the cards?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess that's her turn.
Okay.
She fires wildly.
Yep,
And
she disintegrates
sparks
the
a
tree.
beam.
She just this tree back here is just gone.
Take that, nature.
Danny Phantom, it is your turn.
Love that. All right. I am going to go 10 feet of movement up to move up to 20 feet up in the air. And then I'll move forward as well. Oh, I am measuring things. No!
Stop it.
We didn't want that. There we go. Okay. That is so handy to now know how to do that. So we are going to fly up and forward to here. And then I will use my remaining 2 actions to do what I'm going to call the Dragon Ball Z move. And we're going to cast Spirit Blast on the Fenroar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ethereal energy connects you two. For some reason, I can't select the Fenroar. Oh, I know why. There we go. Figured it out. And fortitude save. Natural 20.
Oh my.
I'm so proud of you at this moment.
The dice are all over the place tonight.
Yeah,
They
they
are.
are.
They're very swingy.
Hysterical.
man, everyone's got my luck today.
All right,
That's
General
what this is.
Grievous.
Alright. I guess we'll attempt his twin takedown again.
Yep. All right, so attack 1 and 2.
1. A 2.
Better 1. Better 2. Better 1.
Hmm.
So go ahead and
All
roll
right.
damage for 1. All right, 27 points of fire damage. Still standing.
And I
have
think
2
for his
actions
last
remaining.
action- Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because twin takedown's 1 action.
Let's see. I have to have something wrapped for that. I think I will try a dazzling display as he swings his sword around wildly.
Dazzling display. Now, unfortunately, you've already attempted to intimidate this creature, or demoralize this creature, which means it's immune to attempts to demoralize from you for 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
You could just do 2 more attacks,
Yeah. Let's see.
or, well, I guess Lucky Chloe wouldn't treat you as an ally anyway. Hey, that's another hit. And that is a critical miss. Alright, 20 more points of fire damage. Well, not fire, but partially fire. Alright, Lucky Chloe. go ahead, give me 1d4, 1-2 for Grievous, 3-4 for Fenroar.
You got it. Hiya!
1.
Awesome.
Move up 2 and strike Grievous.
Roar.
A hit.
Oh no.
Go ahead and deal damage.
Could I use Disrupt Spray on prey on his attack?
No, because
I'm not your
it's
prey.
Not your prey. Yeah.
Ah, damn. I mean, that should be
All
funny.
right. So
It
24
would kinda
points
be
of
funny.
damage to Grievous.
This is not non-lethal. It says it is, but it's not.
Yeah, it is lethal. And give me another 1d4.
Dun, 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 dun. Whee!
4. All right, you can move towards the Fenroar if you so desire. Well, actually, you have to. You're just stumbling even more drunkenly than before, pirouetting around like a lunatic.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely dancing and singing like a fucking crazy person.
You know what? I forgot to do this. Okay, it will not use its Rising Earth again this combat. But what it can do, since it hasn't made any strikes in a while, is it is going to lead with a tail strike against Grievous, who's been chasing it like a dick.
That's what he is.
So this long tail that ends in a riot of thorns swings out at you and critically hits. Oh, this could be bad.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I rolled poorly. You take
Still double?
76. Nope, just take the normal damage. I already doubled it. But you take 76 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Then it is going to sweep out with a claw towards you. And miss.
Oh, that was almost an 18 on the die.
For its third and final action, it is.
Hit me.
Nope. It's going to stone step. So it makes a stone appear 20 feet or 5 feet in the air over here.
I think if I attempt Disrupt Prey, would that activate on the effects or him moving?
It would activate on him moving.
Okay. I believe I would like to try that.
Okay.
And would this go back to my first attack or still
Yes.
at my?
Yep.
Okay.
It would be your highest attack bonus. That is a hit,
Not bad.
but not a crit. Alright, it is clinging to life. Mean Twilight. Not to turn things around on you, but you have accomplished nothing this combat.
How dare you say that?
Your
She got
fireball
hit.
got critically
Yeah.
succeeded against.
She threw
Your-
a fireball.
Disintegration critically missed.
Yeah, she killed 2 trees. Action to fly, heading
Mhm.
this way.
Okay.
And I guess 2 actions. Let's see if this will work. Frigid Flurry
Ooh.
on
Alright,
this
another
guy.
reflex save. Here we go.
Oh my.
Another critical success. Danny Phantom.
The only thing she's hurting is her ego.
You freeze the trees behind
beautiful.
it, which crack and topple over.
Oh man. Alright, I will maintain my flight here for one
Okay.
action.
So one action to hover,
And
essentially.
then I will
You are
cast
Turning robotic. Okay, sounds like it's clearing up.
Oh, okay. Phew. And then I think I'll spend 2 actions to cast Painful Vibrations on the Fenroar. We're full of a lot
Okay.
of screaming today.
All right. Vibrations, and not the good kind. Here we go. Natural 20.
All right, that's my turn.
From what you've observed, this thing is periodically immune to spells.
Yep. That must be it.
General Grievous. You know it's at least immune to arcane spells.
I really wish he had some kind of like a lightsaber throw ability. But is this thing within reach of him slapping it?
Because you're large, yes.
Okay. I guess just attempt twin takedown again.
Alright.
The dynamic duo coming in.
A hit. And a miss.
Hmm.
Go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
One hit?
One hit fells the beast.
Oh my.
It almost seemed like it was trying to escape, maybe get back to its ledge to flee. But you caught it just in time and bring it low. You feel like this is the creature that had attacked the survey crew, and might have even been born by some beast being mutated by the Moo Spore's, well, spores. With your victory in hand, you all haul your prize back into town, and inadvertently infecting everybody with its spores and condemning them all to a slow death.
Yes, excellent.
But yeah, no,
What Grievous always wanted.
that was the Fenroar. As Zach identified, this is a creature from Dauntless. It is a fairly high-level creature and is referred to as a Terra creature. Wields the elements of earth and like sort of stone, but also is associated with plants, with fungi, covering its body
Do you,
and stuff like that.
do you think they'll get in trouble for naming it after a Pokemon?
Um, when did that one come out?
I'm sure.
I can't find a Pokemon Fenroar. The only other Fenroar, if I look it up, I find is there is some little chibi wolf in League of Legends called a Fenroar.
Hmm.
But
Maybe I'm misremembering.
you guys are now owners of the sheet. You should be able to come check it out if you would like. This is actually a level 14 creature. I thought I had built level 13. I just accidentally labeled it that. Design-wise, this creature uses a, let me find it, armor class that is high, first level. That is kind of where I tend to err. It uses a more moderate pool of hit points at 255. It has a high reflex save, a moderate fortitude, and a low will. Because it seems fairly nimble, fairly graceful, watching it move around and stuff like that. In addition to its ability to burrow that it demonstrated to you guys, it can also climb. They're very capable climbers. They have dark vision, they have tremor sense. It has acrobatics and athletics at a high value, stealth at a moderate value, which it was using to sneak up on you guys. As for its attacks, its claws and jaws both use a high value, but top out at moderate damage that's high damage on the bite. Whereas its tail uses let me find it here. Yep, a moderate bonus, but deals extreme damage. Ability-wise, it's not got a ton. It's got its Spore Burst reaction, which is something unique that I made. This uses a moderate DC. It's got Advantageous Pounce, which I think I'm going to add the Fenroar strides or leaps, and then makes a claw or jaws strike. Rising Earth is pretty good. I might add that it affects creatures within a certain range above it, because like it is literally like the rocks just erupt from the ground and then come crashing back down.
That
I'm
seems fair.
pretty happy with stone steps, as well as surge through stone, which is supposed to be 5d6 damage, not 8d12. I was looking at rising earth when I originally dealt that damage. I'm gonna let you guys sort of review this a little bit, think about it. Please chat, vamp, because I have to take a step away for a second. I will be right back.
Alrighty. Well, I definitely thought it was a pretty neat creature. I never fought one of these, but I do like how this thing plays around with the environment.
Yeah,
You don't see a lot of monsters that really do that.
that's fair. I do think the because admittedly I have no idea because I haven't played Dauntless. But I do like the idea of like this. It's just creating steps. Like that's fascinating. Do they just like float? How does that work?
I I would imagine so, since you're hunting the monsters on giant floating rocks anyway. And
Oh, really?
a lot of the monsters in Dauntless are they have a lot of I don't know if you can call it terrain manipulation, but they have a lot of like area effects. Most of them will do.
Interesting.
All right, I have returned. So yeah, Dauntless
Yeah.
is set on a bunch of skylands, essentially, sky islands. Uh, but yeah, it's the Fenroar. It does like they hover there for a little bit, like the rocks it creates, and then they just like sort of collapse and crash back down to the earth.
Interesting. Okay. That's fun.
Yeah. Um, anything? oh, Sorry, my computer's freaking out. Um, anything you guys particularly liked? Oh, I will say, uh, I was going to use it, then I got stunned, and after I got stunned, there wasn't any point in using it because everybody started flying. But the Fenroar has 2 castings of Wall of Stone
Oh,
as a primary
Oh,
haste
interesting.
spell
Nice.
because it can create walls of stone in its fight. Um, what it actually does is it usually makes like a little corridor of like stone walls, but I had trouble like figuring out how to use that and like have that work with the creature.
yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
I do want to ask, this thing is pretty offensively capable. It has, it has an ability to move and deal damage. It has another ability to stride and then make a strike. Should it be toned down defensively?
Um, I I
Because
felt it was pretty fine.
yeah, I mean that took 4 rounds. But I could see going like you guys got several crits on it, like a crit and then a critically failed a spell, and then it did critically succeed against a bunch of spells. But
I
yeah, I'm not.
think yeah, had it
Should
been
it's
normal damage, we could have gotten rid of it maybe a little sooner without like I don't know.
because I mean I could accept toning down its HP a little bit, maybe 225 or so.
Hmm.
Because one of the main
Um,
things I'm worried about as I'm testing this thing out is with its high attack bonus, it gets extreme damage. Like I said, very offensively capable, yet it still gets that like high AC.
I guess since it's such a nimble creature, maybe drop its AC.
See, nimbleness suggests to me that it should have a higher AC.
Okay. Well, then I
Um,
guess if you wanted to drop it a little bit, some of the hit points would be fine.
okay. I'm thinking 30. How do you guys feel about dropping it to 225, like I said?
Yeah. I think that'll be fine.
Watching it just take 30 damage when you did that was weird to watch.
Oh,
I
it didn't
mean-
really. It didn't come up. But this creature is a Terra creature within what's it called, Dauntless, and they have a weakness to electricity. So it has a weakness to electricity.
Oh, dang, a strong one too.
Yep. And then a resistance to any earth effects.
Neat.
Yeah.
Separately,
Mhm.
grammar.
There's actually a lot
just
of issues on here that aren't on the actual sheet.
Okay.
But
the
if
one
you-
I have found is a claw or jaws strike on the advantageous pounce.
Yep. Yep,
Okay.
that's correct on the actual sheet.
Cool.
Anything bigger, like structure-wise. And actually, here, I'm going to make a change. So for Rising Earth, I think what I want to do is have it be in a 45-foot cone and 15
Could
feet
you
above it.
phrase it? Well, I was going to ask, could you phrase it as a 45-foot dome instead of a cone?
I could, but that means nothing in the context of Pathfinder.
Cones, it's not really talked about, but if you think about it, cone would encompass in the air.
True. That is true.
You just have to do the math in your head a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So then I probably don't need to include that clause.
That's probably more one of those things that like a player and a GM will end up talking about it, going, "How does this affect me if I'm like 10 feet in the air when it does this cone thing?" But yeah.
There's not too many people actually use flying normally.
Well, all right. Anything else you guys want to suggest, ask about, or are we good here?
I can't think of anything.
All right. Shy, Decaf?
Nothing to mind on my end.
Nothing from me. No, I thought it
Well-
was a good, solid fight.
All right. Then I think we have come to the end of tonight's Monster Mash. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us, sticking through a couple technical difficulties we had. We should be back next Saturday for another test. Coming up.
Bum-ba-dum.
Actually, I got to look into that. Actually, because coming up is Chris Kindlemacht, and I am probably going to go with my family to that. So I'm going to figure out when that's happening, and we'll see you when we see you. Have a good night.
Night stream.
Toodaloo.
Ah.